The doorbell chimed as I eased Laura from her wheelchair to the sofa, her leg braces clicking softly. 3 days into our new home at Maple Grove, we were still unpacking our lives. "Can you grab it?" Laura asked, adjusting her braces with the same steely focus she'd always had. A chase gone wrong after 15 years as a K9 officer had left her with limited mobility, but she was still the toughest person I knew. At the door stood a woman with flawless auburn hair, clipboard in hand, flanked by 2 polo-clad guys like a wannabe Secret Service. "Welcome to the neighborhood," she said, smile as stiff as her posture. "I'm Margaret Pierce, president of the Maple Grove Homeowners Association. Here's your welcome kit and first month dues." I scratched my head. "That's weird. Our realtor said this place isn't under the HOA, exempt in our closing docs." Margaret's smile flatlined. "A mistake. Every home here's in our association. Mandatory." "Not per our paperwork," I countered. "This lot predates the HOA. We've got grandfather rights." Her eyes narrowed. "We'll need those documents. Board meetings Wednesday, 7 p.m. Bring them." She shoved a fat folder at me. "Meanwhile, here's our rules. That ramp by your side door? It's got to go. Doesn't fit our aesthetic." My temper flared. "It's for Laura. She's disabled. Needs it to get in." "Rules are rules," Margaret shrugged. "Apply for a variance. Next meeting's in August." From inside, Laura called, "Who's there, Mark?" "Just the HOA saying hi," I replied, voice steady. Margaret peered past, spotting Laura. A flicker, not pity, but scheming, crossed her face. "Your situation doesn't waive standards. We value uniformity." "Thanks for the visit," I said, shutting the door. She wedged her foot in. "One more thing. Your wife's van, with those dog stickers? Garage it. No commercial vehicles overnight." "It's not commercial. It's a wheelchair van." "It's got advertising," she insisted, pointing to K9 decals from Laura's cop days. "Rules apply, Mr. Taylor. Wednesday, 7 p.m. Don't be late." I slammed the door, hands trembling. Laura skimmed the 56-page rulebook, grass at 2 inches, flags only on set holidays. "Ridiculous," she muttered. "And my van's banned from the driveway over the K9 decal?" She snapped the folder shut. "That's illegal. ADA says otherwise." "I know," I said, sitting beside her. "We'll fight. I've got our docs in the safe." That night, we confirmed our lot, built a decade before Maple Grove, was explicitly HOA-free. The next morning, I left for work. Laura had therapy at 10. I kissed her goodbye, clueless about the storm brewing. At lunch, my phone rang. Laura's voice was taut. "They booted my van." Margaret and a tow outfit. I'm stuck. No therapy. I bolted home. Laura was squared off with a tow guy, her wheelchair barring his path, while Margaret smirked from her porch across the street. "This is illegal," Laura said. "You can't tow from private property without authority." "Got it right here." The driver waved a form. Margaret's signature scrawled, "Community violation." I stormed up. "This lot's not HOA. You've got no say." "Not my call," he shrugged. "I follow orders." Margaret sauntered over, smug. "Maybe this'll nudge you to Wednesday's meeting. Next time, it's impounded." Laura's eyes blazed, her calm hiding a storm. "Remove the boot," she said low, "or one call to my old captain brings 5 squad cars for attempted theft." The driver wavered. Margaret scoffed. "She's bluffing." Laura flashed her badge wallpaper. "Test me." 15 minutes and a sharp call later, the boot was off. A cop, Laura's ex-rookie, rolled up to check in. Margaret slunk off, but war was on. That night, I rigged cameras. Laura called her lawyer pal, a housing discrimination pro. We braced for more, but it hit fast. Neighbours accidentally blocked our drive. City complaints targeted our ugly ramp. Someone snitched our sprinklers broke water rules, sparking an inspection. "They're grinding us down," Laura said, eyeing Margaret leading a property value walk past our house. "She wants control, and something's fishy. That tow was too quick. Kickbacks, maybe." "Next step?" I asked. Her jaw set. Evidence, allies, Wednesday prep. Laura's cop network unearthed 3 dropped HOA overreach cases and a rental property tied to the tow firm. It's not just us, Laura said. She's running a fiefdom. Wednesday, I got home to an empty driveway. Laura's van gone. Panic hit. Her phone went unanswered. Then an unknown number. Mark, it's me, Laura said, strained. They towed my van from therapy. Rapid tow on industrial. $450 to free it. HOA says commercial violation. Captain Hernandez is in court. Can you get me? I raced over, fury mounting. This wasn't a flex. It was an attack on Laura's freedom. At the lot, fenced in barbed wire, Laura waited, face taut with rage and shame. 2 hours here, she said as I knelt beside her. They won't budge. Say it's policy, despite it being my mobility lifeline. I paid $450 cash, fuming. The van had a fresh scratch on the ramp. Laura went dead quiet, her storm brewing. Photograph all, she said. Scratch, forms, lot. We're building this. Driving back, she called her lawyer, ex-cops, and Tina, a reporter who'd profiled her K9 unit. Tina, remember that first responder housing story? I've got one. By our driveway, a news crew was set for the HOA meeting. Neighbour George, an old-timer, waved, pointing to new American flags along our lot. Heard about the van. Those flags marked the pre-HOA line. Been here 30 years. Your place was never theirs. Laura grinned, her first real smile. Thanks, George. Time someone faced her. She donned her dress blues, medals pinned, a photo of her K9, Rex, tucked by a chair. Mind games, she said at my look. Margaret wants a scalp. I'll show who she's up against. The HOA meeting was in the clubhouse, one measly back ramp. Ada fail, Laura snapped, taking pics. Inside, 30 neighbours faced Margaret and 4 board members. She droned, non-compliant cases get 2 minutes. Board's word is final. Then froze, seeing Laura in uniform. Whispers spread. Officer Mitchell, Margaret recovered. You're early. Right on time, came a voice. Captain Hernandez, uniformed, with 2 cops and Tina, press badged. Margaret flushed. Private meeting, no media. Public space, open laws, Tina chirped. Laura rolled centre. We're here for illegal towing of my ADA van, harassment on our exempt lot. I laid out docs, 1978 deed, 2003 survey, title noting no HOA, plus a cease and desist for ADA breaches. Hernandez added, We're probing selective enforcement and tow kickbacks. Residents are talking. Murmurs grew. A woman stood. They towed my kid's car, won $400 for a college sticker. Another. Fined for a hoop 6 inches high. Margaret banged her gavel. Off agenda. I move to add them, said Clara, a board vet, and review tow contracts, especially payments to Margaret's vacation landscaping. Margaret paled. Clara waved papers. Treasurer here. Payments to Pierce Landscaping, your son's firm. Silence fell. Problem's not my decal, Laura said. Hernandez stepped up. Mrs. Pierce, station now. Fund misuse questions. She left, ranting. The board refunded us, exempted our lot, and ordered an audit. Outside, neighbours swarmed Laura with tales. George brought wine. You've shifted it all. Folks were scared stiff. Laura, amused. A choice can work right. I might run for board, Tina called. Stories blowing up. Other HOAs want Laura as a consultant. Solutions, not just scandals. I'm in, Laura said. Sirens woke us next day. Cops at Margaret's tutor. Officer Kelly, with her Shepherd Duke, and Hernandez hauled files from a garage safe. Margaret, robed, shrieked, They framed me! Kelly stayed cool. Reports of fraud, intimidation, show us the books. Neighbours gawked. Mrs. Kim asked us, What's this? HOA cleanup, Laura said. Dues tripled. Where's the landscaping? Kim got it. Nothing new but Margaret's lot. Later, Vice President Tom confessed at our door. She hid real books, skimmed 30%, split tow fees with her brother-in-law, hit 12 families. That night's emergency meeting ousted Margaret, refunded victims, made membership optional. Tina filmed. Laura got applause. 3 weeks on, Margaret's court loomed, Laura to testify. The new board, Tom, Kim, Jenkins, tapped her for an accessibility committee. Kim brought cake. Should have fought her sooner. She dished. Margaret drove out 4 families. At a revamped community centre with new ramps, Laura pitched using Margaret's $75,000 haul for accessible playgrounds. Unanimous, yes. Hernandez revealed Margaret's multi-HOA scam. She was jailed 18 months after pleading guilty. 6 months later, our backyard barbecue rocked. New swings rolled. Kids quizzed Laura about Rex. Tom toasted, "It takes a bully to show what community is, and a no to fix it." Maple Grove bloomed. Fences dropped, kids roamed. Home felt real. Laura, now on the board, pushed accessibility fixes. Margaret's house sold. Her shadow faded. One evening, as we grilled, Laura tucked Rex's photo in her pocket, grinning. She thought she'd break us. Instead, we built this. I raised my glass. To the wrong crew. The neighbourhood glowed. Stronger, freer, hers.